Hello there everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's episode, a very special guest here, Marius Bogdan Pîslariu. He is the founder of Couture Estate and as well Property Digest Dubai, and that's just a few to say because he's also an innovator, and also he has a couple of considerable number actually of patents of different inventions that he made. So not just an innovator and a founder, he's just a very special person and most importantly my friend, and very happy to have you here on my channel for today. Yeah, it's really a pleasure. This has been an episode a long time coming here for the channel, and for today we met to have a discussion about the real estate market in Dubai, general trends and topics regarding real estate, what are going now here in Dubai, this amazing city that offered us so much, and hopefully it will do the same for you when you decide to move in Dubai or to invest in Dubai. We can offer you all the knowledge and all the information that you might need to move over here. So again, a pleasure having you here on the channel. I'll pass the word on to you. So tell us how the Dubai real estate market is going. What are the latest trends going on here in Dubai?
Thank you for your kind invitation. As mentioned, you are actually the first one to join the team. We started this a few years back. And about the trends and what's happening on the market currently, this trend started in late 2020, and the first community to increase exponentially it was actually Imart Beachfront, and at that point increased with 10% per month for the first 6-7 months. After that, the entire market actually started to sell like crazy. And what's happening now is also the same story, because luxury and ultra luxury, it's always going to increase in value and it has the highest appreciation on the market. We had early adopters at the beginning, people which, okay, they had the mindset to do in their perspective or at that point in time a risky step, and they were rewarded. But now the mass is coming. All the other people which they are waiting for years, now they are coming on the market and everyone is actually looking to purchase something. So the amount of inquiries, of requests on the market is so high that for the most of the projects, and I'm speaking only or mainly about prime and ultra prime locations, good developers, good payment plans and so on, they are sold out, some of them before even they will be launched on the market. And we are happy to have good connections with all the developers in UAE, so that we can offer to our investors units before they will even be released. To the rest of the developers where they are not actually selling before the launch, we have this procedure which is based on express of interest, only that people should be aware that they cannot, in some of the cases, they cannot choose a specific unit. Because, and I'll give you an example. In Dubai Creek Harbor, we sold a half floor few months ago, and the customer actually he wanted one unit for himself, maybe 2 units maximum. But when we discussed with the Imar management, they said that, listen, we have inquiries to sell the entire building as full floors. So due to that, we'll not be able to sell individual units. So please, try to convince your customer, if he's really interested, to go for something more. So the customer said the procedure was like this. The priority number 1 were full floors, priority number 2 half floors, and priority number 3 2-3 units. And only then, if something was still available, selling individual units. So the customer said, okay, then I'll go for 2-3 units, no problem. And again, they said, you'll not have any chance to get 2-3 units because we'll sell everything as full floor. So he upgraded to half floor. However, in the day of the launch, everything was sold out as full floors. But he made the inquiry there, he paid the express of interest. So what happened? It was the second day, somebody didn't pay the full floor, the down payment for the full floor. And at that point, my customer had the opportunity to go for it and buy the half floor that he wanted. So this is actually the mindset if you are looking for something with high potential of appreciation, with high potential of short-term rental, with high demand on the market, easy to sell and resell after that. The competition is, and you know, there are so many people moving to Dubai currently that if you do the calculation, and it's a story that I like to always share it, their plan is actually by 2040 to reach 6.5 million inhabitants, residents, yes, in Dubai only. So at this point, I think that we are about 3.6 or 3.7, if I'm not wrong. So this means another 3 million, let's say roughly
Exactly.
another 3 million, yes. If you look at what happened in Dubai, basically everything that you see around, it was starting from 1997 when Burj Al Arab was launched. It was a proof of concept of the direction that they should move on. So they had 27 years to develop everything that you see for 3.6 people, 3.6 million people, yes. So now for another 3 million up to 2040, we speak about 16 years from now. Do you think that it's even possible to deliver so many units for these people? Of course not. So when you have higher demand than the offer on the market,
Then the supply. Exactly.
Exactly. And let's be honest, Dubai is number one in terms of properties over $10 million. Number one in the world. Number one in branded residences. But still the prices, and I'm speaking about the average prices on the market, are about 25 to maximum 30% of the best 10 cities in the world. So
Yes.
there is a lot of room to increase the value of the property. There's a direction.
And you also don't have taxes on your properties, and as well the mortgage rates are also amazing. So just so many reasons for you to purchase something here in Dubai.
It's safe. You have the escrow account. You know the story with the escrow account and what happened actually. In 2008, with the big crisis, when everything collapsed, there were investors which they lost their money because, like in many other countries, at that point, what was happening here, the investor was paying the money to the developer. So at that point, the Biden department realized what's the issue and they wanted to protect the investor. So basically they created this escrow account, an account which is blocked by the government and controlled by the government. And all the money that an investor is paying to the escrow account, not to the developer. So even if something bad is happening with the developer, in the worst case scenario, the Biden department will interfere and it will allocate the project to another developer to finalize it. Or it will refund the money, but the money of the investors are safe.
Just amazing. Like you said previously, Dubai in itself showed the proof of concept and it fulfilled everything that they promised. Just so many reasons for people to move to Dubai, except from the tax reasons and whatever, their safety, and just they're looking towards the future and they have a master plan for the entire city, and they're just, it seems like the rest of the world is moving backwards and this region over here is just moving forwards with just everything set in place how you would imagine it. They are just doing it themselves.
Just imagine that they launched in 2021 the action plan for 50 years. How many countries in the world they have this? And I'm thinking about vision. It's an action plan, yeah. So yeah, you are right about this. And one of the most important things which I like about the people which are moving to Dubai is the fact that they understand that Dubai is a hub. It's a hub for business. It's a hub for travel, because from here you can reach in 5-6 hours almost any main attraction in the world. Of course, United States and that side of the world is a little bit different, but you can reach easily Tokyo for it. Business hub, I think I mentioned AI hub. You know, they had the Ministry of AI way before we even heard about ChatGPT or something like that. Crypto hub, because now they regulated the market and they made so many improvements in order to adopt this kind of new technologies. Logistic hub, you know that they are developing in Jebel Ali area. They are making the largest logistic hub in the world. Basically, it will be like a worldwide drop shipping. Everywhere will send their goods here, or they will produce them there, and from Jebel Ali area they will expedite it anywhere in the world. They'll send it anywhere. So, and let's be honest, it's a stop point for everyone. It's a stopover, because sooner or later everyone will reach Dubai. Don't forget that last year the X-Bay airport was number one in the world international airport, because it was another airport in the United States which had more traffic, but also local. This one international. And I think that now it's in top touristic attraction destination. And you know about the new airport?
Al Maktoum, yes, of course.
Al Maktoum, which actually in the end it will be called Dubai World Central or something like that.
Okay, I'm learning also now.
So that one, it will be 5 times the size of the XB, twice the size of the one in Istanbul, which currently is the largest. It will have something like 72 or 74 square kilometers, 5 terminals, and over 400 gates. Can you even imagine what's happening here?
It will be a city in its own.
Yeah.
You mentioned different hubs and reasons for people to move here, but I think the most important reason at the end of the day is the safety overall that this city provides us. Because you can have all the money in the world, but once you step outside of your home and if you don't feel safe and you can't wear a nice watch or just feel safe all around, not just for yourself, but for your children and for your family, I believe that's the most important reason for Dubai being also so attractive for millionaires. That's why I guess there are so many properties and so many people are willing to move here to the desert. And they really made an oasis in the desert and what they created here. Just amazing.
It's all about the lifestyle for these high net worth individuals. It's all about the lifestyle, on top of the safety. But here they have the best services. Of course, they can wear any watch they want without even thinking. Even if they leave it somewhere on the street, they'll recover the watch without any issue. They can drive any car without being judged. It's like a safe heaven. And imagine that Dubai alone last year had same number of high net worth individuals moving in like the whole Switzerland, like the entire Switzerland. And this year it's forecasted, we are in the last month now, so we will see exactly how it will go, that over 7,200 multimillionaires will move to Dubai.
Oh my God. Amazing. Let them come and purchase some properties from us, as we're ready for them.
To support them, yeah.
Exactly. What's your opinion about the new launch of Palm Jebel Ali? How do you find that will increase that area as well? Because now things are moving towards that way. So I guess things are starting to move around and shift around Dubai here. So Palm Jebel Ali is very interesting, but as well Ras Al Khaimah seems to be also, the launch about the new casino Wynn that's going to move here to Dubai. Just more and more reasons, I guess, for people to come to live in Dubai, have fun in Dubai. And for the ultra high network individuals, I guess the Palm will also be an amazing place.
Yes.
To move into.
We need to understand what's happening on the market, and the fact that the market has actually any type of possible options for investment or to live in, depending on the appetite of everyone that they want. Yeah. So, and of their personal choices, because there are also some personal choices for end users. Now, I know that Dubai will grow into that area. Of course, the potential is huge. The only thing that you need to understand is the fact that it will take a few years until the infrastructure will be developed. So yeah, it is a safe bet, but for a longer period of time.
Yes.
Same like Ras Al Khaimah. Ras Al Khaimah indeed is growing, and with the Wynn resort there, definitely there will be a boom on the market. Actually, the prices doubled in the last few years since they announced Wynn resort. And yes, I said airport also because they have their airport there, and they have direct flights from a few destinations from the world, mainly with people which they will accept this kind of challenge. Let's put it this way. However, if someone is looking for a safe investment, like easy to resell in a couple of years, I will recommend them generally to go for the areas which there are no more options to develop in the future. And for this you need to understand Dubai, because if you go in the desert, in the back, on the mainland, Dubai land, how it's called, you'll have lots of competition in the future. It's nice to live there. It's good for us as residents. Some of the areas, they are lavish greens. They have rivers. They have lakes. It's amazing area.
Yes.
However, if you want buy something like that, and if you think that you'll resell it in 2-3 years with high appreciation, you need to understand that there are lower chances than going in, I don't know, Business Bay, Palm, if you can find something, and if you are into that budget, Dubai Marina, because there are still units there, Imar Beachfront, like with the latest launch which we have there. Because when a community is already established, when you have a certain lifestyle, when you have infrastructure, when you have restaurants, when you have facilities, and anything which will help in the end the people living there, and there is only, let's take the extreme, only one plot available, one new project to be launched in the future. That one, of course, the price tag will be much higher than residential areas, but that one has the highest potential to increase. And for that, you need actually to visualize. You need to imagine how that area it will be when that project will be completed. 3, 4, 5 years, depending on the scale of the project.
Yes.
Because if you put yourself in the shoes of the owner of property there in 3, 4, 5 years, when you have the best tower in the area, best amenities, new, freshly delivered, and then next to it, you have 15, 20 years old properties, guess what? Yours has the highest value and the highest potential to be sold. And even, you see, these prime and ultra prime locations, generally, if you take and you consider the appreciation alone, will have something like minimum 10% appreciation per year. Mm-hmm. Usually, we go between 15 to 25% appreciation per year for this prime and ultra prime location. If you go in the mainland, if you have 2-3% appreciation per year, that's good already. At the same time, you can think also about a different business model, like short-term rental, like Airbnb, booking, like having a property management company that will handle your unit and everything. There you can have something like 8 to 17, 16.5 gross return on investment yearly. But at the same time, if you're looking for long-term rental and you go into the mainland, you can have between 4 to 8 in average. There are some exceptions, gross. I'm speaking only about gross. Some exceptions where you can even have 9-10% gross ROI per year.
Yeah, that's amazing. And still, even in prime locations, I would say that we know, for example, in Business Bay, it's a mashup of different developers, and maybe no two towers are the same. So even there, we could help you out, actually choose a project that will maintain its worth even in the future, even if it has 10 years as an age. It will still have a better appreciation and it will still hold its value because it's very well maintained and it's from a reputable developer with a good brand behind it, not just any brand thrown on the tower itself. So that will also always add for the current value and for the future value of the projects themselves.
Yes, you mentioned something really important here, the management and how well the project is maintained, because not all the developers and not all the management companies are the same. So some of the towers, they have the tendency to age faster than others, because we've seen towers which they are 10, 15 years old and they still look good, and you can see towers which are 2-3 years and they look like 20, 30 years old. So
exactly,
it depends a lot of, but there's a reason why you actually need a specialist, someone to know, to understand the area, to understand your requirements, to understand the direction and your purpose, because according to that specialist can guide you. This is the direction that you need to go. These are the best options in best area, best project, best unit in the project. This is as simple as it goes.
As I told you at the beginning of the video, I am part of Marius's company, Property Digest, and Couture also underneath it.
Couture Estate and Property Digest is just a project. It's a platform to help the user, to help the customers.
But to the audience itself, there are some of the core values that we have inside the company and how we differentiate ourselves from what else they might have as assistants comes here to Dubai.
What I'll share with you, it's actually normal thoughts and the way that we feel. I will not start to read you the mission, vision and so on, because it's the way that we are. During the years, I was extremely lucky to work with high net worth individuals across the world. I will not even mention now the portfolio because some of them should be covered by the privacy. We understood easily and sooner than others that sales, it's not even about pushing a project, pushing a product forward. It's about services. And from this perspective, the entrepreneurial background that I had before helped us a lot, because we identified the need of the potential customers, of the high net worth individuals, and we started to support that. So basically, we don't do things like all the other agencies that are doing in Dubai. And I will start with the fact that we are boutique. You see, in some cases, in some agencies, I will not name any at this point, if you register as a customer, you have chances that your name, your contact details will reach to 20, 30, 40 agents in the same company. If you register to multiple companies, imagine how burned your phone it will be. In our case, it's not we don't work by the same principle like the majority. In our case, it's just one customer, one agent. Unless the customer is not happy with the services of the agent, then we can assign to someone else. Yeah. But it's one customer, one agent. And to high net worth individuals, we can even sign NDAs just to protect them. And we can even guide them for the procedures to follow in order to protect their privacy, their phone number, their email address, because unfortunately here we don't have GDPR like it's normally in Europe. So this is one. The second thing is the fact that we care about our customers. We understand that we don't do transactional sales. We do actually consultative sales. So basically, we offer private buyer advisory. You know those banks, which they are private banking? It's exactly what we are doing for our customers, but in terms of property consultancy. So considering this, we are offering lots of resources to our customers. We have market reports, we have infographics, we have case studies, all kind of resources for them to really understand about what's happening on the market, what's good, what's maybe not so good, or what's more fit for them or less fit. This is from one perspective. At the same time, I understood that basically high net worth individuals sometimes they prefer to explore freely and to dive and to search for properties, for units, without even discussing with someone. Because there are people which they have not so much time, they are really busy persons, so they prefer to explore and understand in peace, and then when they are ready, they will get in touch and they want to speak with someone. From this point of view, we created the first curated inventory in Middle East, which means that we aggregate inventory from the developers, from all the developers in the area. And we listed on our in-house platform, you mentioned earlier, Property Digest, where you, of course, need to create an account in order to benefit from all the functionalities. But you can explore everything that's on the market. You can search, and we don't do misleading ads because we always mention minimum and maximum price. So you can search and filter the unit between, let's say if you are very specific. You want a property between 1.1 million euro dollars to 1.2 million. So you can always search minimum price, maximum price, minimum size, maximum price, and all the other criteria that we have there. Even you can mark if it has post-handover payment plan, if it has any offers on the DLD, if it's waterfront, anything that you can have in mind. If it's for investment, we try to aggregate it there. So after you filter and you found the right choices for you, you can click on favorite, mark them on the heart as favorite, and then if you have more options than one, because you mark them, you can see them side by side. You can see a comparison with all the specs side by side. There is nothing as such on the market. And we go even further from this perspective. Because if, let's say, you are searching, as mentioned, 1.1 to 1.2 million, and maybe at this point there is nothing on the market, but you decide to save that search after you created the account, of course, you saved the search, Then anytime that something in that price range, 1.1 to 1.2 million, it will be launched, you'll be notified without needing to discuss with 20, 30, 40 agents, without not being stressed about who's calling you or where your phone will reach and things like this. And on top of that, as soon as the potential customer will reach Dubai, we pick him up from the airport, from the hotel, and we have a property tour with him. We explain him the entire ecosystem, how the market operates, how our things function, for him to understand, so he will make in the end the right decision for himself. Of course, our consultants are always here to support them. This is just a short version of what we are doing, and I'll tell you just one last thing about it. When you register to any of our campaigns, the first email that you receive, it will be an email from me and from my business partner, where you'll have access to two main important things. First, the ethical code, which is actually an upgraded version of the minimum requirement from RERA ethical code. And you can see a roadmap, a customer journey. So you'll understand how the entire interaction with our team, with our platform, with our tools could be, in order to understand where you can position and what to expect.
I just like everything about what you just mentioned, and I just find it amazing, and I like it as well because this just offers the people that decide to move to Dubai or invest here a customized and unique experience, not just from the beginning when they're in the search phase and when they purchase, but even after the unit itself is delivered, or maybe if they want to resell, and not in this sphere itself, but even branching out, because we can of course assist the clients that we have with opening up a company, setting up a bank account, whatever else they wish. We have different services and partners that we work with. So it's just, we can just offer a full tailored experience as a couturier and help the customer, like I said, from start till finish and beyond, for them and even their future family. Yeah. Why not?
This is actually the nice part, because what we are building here, it's a family. And I'm not speaking only about the team, I'm speaking of family with the customer source. Because all our customers, they are our friends. We treat them like friends. We treat them from the starting point as family, as part of the family. So this is the main takeaway thing, because anytime that you come to Dubai, you need someone and some services related to anything. Even if you need, I don't know, high profile concierge services, we have partners with high profile concierge. You need bookings, you need to have a boat tour, we have a boat tour. You need to rent a car, we can put you in touch with the right people with every single thing. You need to transfer money. Anything that you have in mind, we have the best connections on the market, so we can help you with that. We can put you in touch with the right person.
Yeah, it's amazing. Just a couple of weeks ago, I went and I picked up, I can't even call him a client anymore. It's a friend, Adi, from the airport, from Abu Dhabi. Just my pleasure. No, nothing involved in the middle, just really my pleasure. And every time when he comes, I feel like really a friend comes. I keep in touch more often actually with him than some of my childhood friends, which is amazing. Like you really build some connections with some of the people that you meet in this industry. And I think that if you have the right approach, you can like make that connection last forever. It's amazing, like really mind-blowing.
Exactly.
I just love it. I love the way you taught us, the way you're guiding us, the assistance Marius gives us with everything that he offered us in the company. It's just amazing. I don't even know what to say anymore. If you'd like to experience this tailored experience yourself, of course you can reach out to any of us. Once again, Marius, thank you so much for this interview for today. I don't even know what else to add. Maybe you have some future comments that I would appreciate for you to leave in the comment section below, so we can repeat this podcast again, because we are, like I said, not just working together but friends, so we can do this discussion and answer even more of your questions if you might have some.
And I will add something. At any point that you want, ask Emil and I'll be happy to meet you for a coffee.
Yes, definitely. So you have the option as well to meet the founder himself I love this interview. It was so nice and personal. So, like I said, in the description you will find both of our social medias, our website Property Digest as well in the description, so that it will be easy for you to access us, and as well the phone numbers and whatever else you might need will be there. Thank you, Marius, again for
we
the
are
time
here to support.
Thank you so much for today's interview, and of course we'll see each other pretty soon, and hope to see you as well here. Thank you again for subscribing, and till the next time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye.
Cheers.